Hello and welcome to the Fossil Huntress Podcast. I hope you guys are doing really well. Today on the show, we're going to be digging in the dirt, both literally and historically, to uncover the most fascinating stories from Earth's deep past and diving into one of the most epic rivalries in science history. It's got fossils, it's got sabotage, it's got exploding rail cars, and a whole lot of dinosaur bones. So today on the show, we're going to be talking about the Bone Wars, the intense feud between two 19th century paleontologists, Edward Drinker Cope and Othniel Charles Marsh. All right, so let's set the scene. It's in the late 1800s. Paleontology is still a young science, and the American West is full of undiscovered fossil treasure. Into this world stepped two brilliant, ambitious, and very competitive scientists, Cope and Marsh. Edward Drinker Cope was a Philadelphian. He's charismatic, energetic, a bit hot-headed. He published tons and tons of papers. He traveled constantly, and he had a deep love for reptiles and amphibians. His counterpart, Marsh, was from, Connecticut. He was quiet, methodical, and extremely well-connected. His wealthy uncle was the founder of Yale's Peabody Museum. And at first, these two were friends. They had a lot in common, but friends only briefly. And they even went fossil hunting together in New Jersey, but that didn't last long. So what went wrong? Well, the drama really kicked off over a fossil of an extinct marine reptile called an elasmosaur. So Cope reconstructed the skeleton and proudly published it, except he put the skull on the wrong end, a bit embarrassing, and Marsh gleefully pointed out the mistake, and Cope didn't take it very well. And from that moment on, the war was on. So the two men started competing furiously, racing out to discover, outname, outpublish, and just out everything each other. So they hired entire fossil hunting teams, often sending them to the same dig sites, all out in the American West. And they didn't play fair. They bribed each other's workers. They spied on each other's dig sites. They even dynamited fossils to keep the others from getting them. So, yes, really. But here's the wild part. In their rush to beat each other, Cope and Marsh made some of the most important fossil discoveries in history. Between them, they discovered and described over 130 new dinosaur species, including names you'll recognize. So Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, Allosaurus, Stegosaurus, these were their finds, and dozens more. And their discoveries laid the groundwork for modern paleontology. Even though they were practically trying to ruin each other the whole time, they did some really great work. And by the time the Bone Wars fizzled out in the 1890s, both men were basically broke. They'd spent their fortunes on fossil digs and museum battles and publishing wars. And despite the chaos, their work helped turn dinosaurs into a global fascination and open the door to one of the greatest eras of fossil discovery the world has ever seen. So, what's the legendary Bone Wars? It's a cautionary tale about how ego and rivalry can warp science. But it's also a story of passion and persistence and the thrill of discovery. So today, paleontologists continue to refine, revise, and build on the work that Cope and Marsh started, even correcting some of the mistakes they made in their rush to be first. Because science isn't about who gets the credit, it's about uncovering the truth, one bone at a time. So I'll leave it there. And if you guys have more questions about different rivalries or times in history, you're welcome to reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, or over on my blog. Head to www.fossilhuntress.com, and I'll do what I can to answer your questions. Some of you I know are doing these for your school projects, so I don't mind pitching in there too. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.